Okay, let's just dive right in. Today, we're going to unpack a really interesting investment case study. It's for a brand new commercial spot called Galaxy Avenue, and it's right in the heart of Puncak, which is, one of the fastest growing areas in the whole region. So let's break down what's making this place tick and what this opportunity really looks like. So this is the big vision, straight from the developer. And you can tell they're not just thinking about building some shops, right? The goal here is to create a real hub, the future heartbeat of Puncak. That's a pretty bold claim, so let's see if the facts actually back it up. And that really brings us to the main question for this whole explainer. What is actually driving all this growth? What's all the buzz about? Why Puncak? And honestly, why right now? Let's dig into the fundamentals. Okay, first things first, we need to zoom out and look at the bigger picture. We're not just looking at a single project here, we're talking about an entire region that is completely transforming right before our eyes. And here's the most important part to get. Puncak Alam has kind of hit this critical mass. It's not just a collection of houses anymore. It's becoming its own self-sustaining ecosystem, which means there's a huge, ready-made customer base for any new business that opens its doors. And here is the number that puts it all into perspective. We are talking about an immediate population of 350,000 people. I mean, to give you an idea, that's bigger than the entire city of Malacca. That is a massive built-in market right from day one. Now, what's so interesting here is how that population breaks down. You've got these established townships from all the big-name developers feeding into the area. You've got a growing middle class with money to spend. And then, get this, a massive student population. We're talking 20,000 just from the UITM campus alone. That brings this young, dynamic energy. It's a perfect storm for businesses like cool coffee shops, printing services, or trendy, affordable restaurants. Then you add in the professionals from all the nearby business parks, and you've got this incredibly diverse mix of customers. So, we've seen the big picture. Now let's zoom in a little bit and look at the advantages right there on the ground. Because, a great location is only great if people can actually get to it easily. And wow, this just lays it all out. Look at this connectivity. You've got direct links to 4 major expressways. We're talking the GCE, the Dash. This isn't some far-flung isolated spot. It's a strategic hub that plugs businesses directly into the entire Klang Valley, pulling in customers from Shah Alam, Damansara, you name it. And this just proves the area is already mature, it's established. You've got big names like Jaya Grocer right there. You have established schools. You have critical healthcare like the UITM hospital. These aren't just names on a list. They're daily traffic drivers. They pull people into the area day in and day out. Okay, so we've established the location is solid. Now, what about the project itself? Let's look inside Galaxy Avenue. What is it actually offering? I love this. The developer is aiming high here, right? Drawing inspiration from one of the most famous commercial streets in the world. So the goal isn't just to build a functional box, but to create a real destination, a place that feels modern, cool, and aspirational. And here's what that vision means in practical terms. 2 phrases really jump out at me: maximum road exposure and functional excellence. So it's designed to be seen by all of the traffic on that main road, and the layouts inside are built to actually work well for a business. It's about looking good and being smart. So here's a quick look at what's on offer. You've got your bigger corner lots, A1 and B1, which are perfect for a bank or a flagship restaurant. Then you've got the standard intermediate lots. But, and this is what really caught my eye, Type C1 has a double volume ceiling. I mean, just imagine what a cafe or showroom could do with that kind of dramatic open space. It's fantastic. All right, we've seen the location, we've seen the product. Now for the part everyone's been waiting for. Let's talk numbers. How does this actually stack up as an investment? This chart tells such a clear story. On one end, you have older developments. On the other end, you have the really premium stuff at Eco Grandeur, which is going for over 1,000 ringgit per square foot. And Galaxy Avenue, it's positioned right in that sweet spot. It's newer and more modern than the old stuff, but it's way more affordable than its high-end neighbors. That just screams potential for future value growth. And if you're worried about risk, well, this slide should make you feel a whole lot better. These aren't just guesses. Look at the actual occupancy rates for projects right next door. They are incredibly strong. Esplanade is nearly full at 90 to 95%. This proves that the 350,000 people we talked about are actually spending money and supporting these businesses. There's proven red-hot demand for commercial space right here, right now. And to sweeten the deal for the early birds, the developer is throwing in some pretty significant perks. You've got rebates up to 10%, but the big one is this. They're covering the legal fees and stamp duty for both the sale and the loan. That's a huge chunk of your upfront cash that you just get to keep in your pocket. You know, a good investment isn't just about how the numbers look today. It's about tomorrow. It's about the long game. So what does the future have in store for Puncak?
Well, this is it. This is the big one. The East Coast Rail Link, the ECRL. This isn't just another train line. This is a massive piece of national infrastructure, and it is getting a station right here in Puncak. That is a total game changer.
And here's why that matters so much. It's like a ripple effect. First, the new infrastructure supercharges connectivity. That, in turn, attracts a wave of new investment and new businesses. And for property owners, that translates directly into more demand and long-term value growth. It's a massive catalyst for the future. And really, this quote just ties it all together perfectly. The whole investment case here isn't just built on one single thing. It's this powerful combination of the existing mature community, the new growth that's happening right now, and the game-changing infrastructure that's coming soon. So, we'll just leave you with this final thought. When you look at the huge established population, the proven demand for shops, and a massive project like the ECRL on the horizon, you have to ask yourself, the question isn't if Puncak will become a major hub, but maybe, just maybe, that future is already being built as we speak.